भाई इतना कुछ आया ही नहीं सादा। So now we discuss on the all India missions in this particular year. The first one is a patient presented with severe injury in the axilla. A sample is taken and the organism is isolated. They show red color and SDA. Which organism is this? I don't know if this is the exact question or not. It's all based on recall and all. Fine. And answer to this question will be obviously Trichophyta rubra, and this is red in color. Okay, and it causes what? A fungal infection, mostly in the axilla with severe itching. So it's a communicable infection. As you know, this is Trichophyton. Okay. Trichophyton, and Trichophyton you know is having this type of macrocoridia. Just now we have done it. That is the cylindrical or pencil shape. And what about the microcoridia? They are more in number. They are abundant in number. And I suppose that was also given in one of the options, that it is having a pencil shaped macrocoridia. That was not given in this particular question, but it was there that this type of macrocoridia is seen, pencil shaped macrocoridia, and why it is going towards the rubrum, as you say, it is red in color. Rubrum is red in color. Okay. Another thing very important. Actually, what happens is dermatophilic infections may two things are very common. One is Trichophyton multiplyphytes and one is Trichophyton rubrum. They are everywhere in every fungal infection, right from female capitis up to the foot. ठीक है, उनमें कुछ रहे ना रहे, दो नाम जरूर रहेंगे कौन से? मल्टीप्लाइफाइट्स और रुब्रम, राइट? और मल्टीप्लाइफाइट्स और रुब्रम में डिफरेंशिएट कैसे करते हैं? वो डिफरेंशिएट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ हेयर परफोरेशन टेस्ट. हेयर परफोरेशन टेस्ट किसमें पॉजिटिव होता है? मल्टीप्लाइफाइट्स में. और किसमें नेगेटिव होता है? रुब्रम में. वन मोर टेस्ट यू डू, दैट इज नोन एज यूनियस टेस्ट. और यूनियस टेस्ट में क्या होता है? यूनियस टेस्ट इज जो हमारा बैक्टीरिया वाला था ना, यूनियस टेस्ट, दैट इज येलो टू पिंक. हियर आल्सो डू दैट. And what happens in that? The color change happens from the yellow to the pink in how much time? In around 5 days. और वो भी किसमें पॉजिटिव होता है? मैक्टिगोफाइट्स में. ठीक है? सब कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, कुछ सुनते हो. ठीक है? तो दैट इज देयर. तो मैक्टिगोफाइट्स में दो टेस्ट करते हैं रुब्रम से डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए. वन इज यूनियस एंड वन इज हेयर परफोरेशन टेस्ट. और दोनों किसमें पॉजिटिव होते हैं? मैक्टिगोफाइट्स. और ये रेड वाली हिंट और ये पेंसिल शेप मैक्टिगोरिडिया, they are telling about the area, this Trichophyton rubra. Okay. Next is, what are the various medias to identify the Candida species? If that is what is the question is, okay? Because one of the options is what? SDO. Total universal fungal culture media. तो सभी फंगस के लिए you will have that SDO. If it is being written that you want Candida species to be identified, then you have to use a media termed as chrome agar. Okay, chrome agar is a media which is showing up colored fungus. Okay, it is showing up colored fungus. Okay, colored fungus means it is a ready-made media coming from the company itself, and it is already having a leaflet in it. A leaflet में क्या होता है कि Candida albicans will look like this color if it grows. Candida krusei will look like this color. Means if the question is regarding Candida species, different species you want to identify, the answer is regarding the chrome agar. Okay. And if you don't agree the question was this, then you can write up in the comment section what was the exact question. Okay. Now see this one. A farmer is presented with discharging granule on the leg. Which of the following statement is correct regarding this scenario? So obviously it is having what? Discharging granule. So that is a feature of what? Mycetoma. Okay, mycetoma is having what? Sinus, swelling and granules. Okay, and those granules are having which all colors? White and black along with number of other colors. Okay, so this was the option which was given out. Obviously it is being done by what? Bacteria and fungus. So I suppose they have asked you the correct one. So this is only the correct one. That is bacteria and fungus data is what? Mycetoma. The bacterial one is termed as what? Actinomycetoma, which is having the multiple sinus and swelling. Fungus one is termed as what? Eumycetoma. Okay, that is having a single sinus and swelling. Right? It involves skin only. It is not so. As you know, this is subcutaneous. Okay, mycetoma is what? Subcutaneous. Lymphocyte means lymphatic लिखा होगा. lymphatic accumulation or lymphocyte accumulation is not there in it, or it mainly splits to lymphatic route, not the hematogenous route. So ये भी गलत हो गया. Answer is what? A. In a patient with rice watery diarrhea, okay, it is what? It is cholera. Okay, this is what cholera, and what receptors are involved, and which particular things are involved. Answer is GM1. GM1 ganglioside receptor. As you know, we have done it today. The cholera toxin acts upon on this A and B. It is having two components. It is having 5 components. This binds to a GM1 ganglioside receptor. A does what? ADP ribosylation of which proteins? Of GS proteins. It is doing a what? ADP ribosylation of GS protein, and thereby it activates what? Enlightened cycles, and there is an increase in what? Cyclic AMP, which pushes the intracellular water into the lumen. And that's why what happens? This massive rice watery diarrhea. Okay, massive rice watery diarrhea. The answer is GM1. Another question which will come in future exams is that the cholera toxin, this particular cholera toxin acts on which particular junctions. So it acts on certain junctions. The name of them is tight junctions, and the other name of them is zona occludens. Okay, so the cholera toxin acts upon certain junctions, and the name of the junction is what? Tight junction or zona occludens. Right? So this is GM1. Already from the notes itself. Then a 35-year-old man presented with jaundice with hemorrhagic fever and conjunctival effusion. जिसमें मैंने तुम्हें क्या बताया था? Suffusion. Okay. Actually it was suffusion. तो jaundice हो रहा है, hemorrhagic features आ रहे हैं, तो क्या है? This is icterohemorrhagic stuff. और icterohemorrhagic stuff क्या था? Leptospirosis. Okay. So this is, we are talking about what? Leptospirosis. और leptospirosis के लिए हम कौन से कल्चर मीडिया यूज करते हैं? EMJH, Fletcher and Korthoff. Which serological test we do? MAT, that is microscopic infiltration test. And leptospira, drug of choice is toxic, and if it is severe, then you use what? Penicillin. Okay. And if you remember one thing, that it is having these 3 R's: rat, rice, and rain. Okay, rat urine is having this rainy season, and those particular fluids which works in paddy fields, that is rice fields, they get this infection. Right? And what is leptospira? Leptospira is a spirochete. Okay, it's a spirochete which is having which type of ends? Hooked ends. Right? Which of the following is best way to diagnose a Clostridium difficile associated diarrhea? Okay. So one of the options is stool culture, another is toxin demonstration or blood culture. So if the culture option is there, then the answer would be going in favor of what? Stool culture. But yes, it is also true. Clostridium difficile. It is difficult to culture, but it is not so that it is not cultured. Okay, so if it is cultured, that is more diagnostic than toxin demonstration. Toxin demonstration is which toxins are there? A and B. What is the name of them? Antio plus cyto. And you are demonstrating on which cell lines? Hepto cell lines. If you remember that. Okay, what is the drug of choice in CVAD? Vancomycin. Oral vancomycin, and the newer drug is pyroxanicin. Right? The newer drug is pyroxanicin. Now this was there, a 26-year-old lady came to Italy with the allergic warts. With the help of genetic study, it was acknowledged that she is having high risk of carcinoma cervix. Which particular HPV is responsible for that? तो इसमें सिंपल है, जैसे जैसे नंबर बढ़ता है, वैसे वैसे ऑन्कोलॉजी में प्रोडिक्शन करता है, तो HPV 18 will be more associated with the high risk of carcinoma cervix. 16 और 18 करते ही हैं, HPV 16 और 18 will associate with carcinoma cervix and SIN. Now, this question. A 24-year-old male who recently returned from Africa reported with jaundice and hemorrhagic fever and later on dies out. The patient died. Which vaccine must have been prevented this occurrence? So it is 17B vaccine. It is yellow fever vaccine which that fellow should have taken because वो अफ्रीका चला गया बिना yellow fever की vaccine के. And there that fellow had yellow fever जिसके features क्या हैं? Jaundice with hemorrhagic fever. And this 17B vaccine, it is a live attenuated vaccine. And this live attenuated vaccine can be given to a pregnant female. Otherwise, you can't give any of the live vaccine to a pregnant female. Another important thing is yellow fever vaccination certificate. Now, which is being issued after the vaccination is lifetime valid. Okay. Before it was valid for 10 years. Now it is for 10 years only. Now it is lifetime valid. So answer to this question is obviously 17B. Now, a police officer admitted to hospital with fever and myalgia. Physical examination will be rash, which is exclusively absent in the palms and soles. Okay, which are the following lice manifestation, lice infestation best explains this feature. ऐसे तो क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा obviously. क्वेश्चन मतलब कहना क्या चाह रहा है कि फीवर है, माइल्जिया है, रैश है, ठीक है. उसके अलावा जो एक्सेंट रहा है पाम्स एंड सोल्स पे, ठीक है. और इसका जिक्र है लाइस का. लाइस मीन्स लाउस. और लाउस आज चिकित्सक फैमिली में कहा गया है इनका एपिडेमिक टाइफस. ओके, एपिडेमिक टाइफस was done by which student? Rickettsia prevazaki. Okay, Rickettsia prevazaki मतलब ये किसकी क्लासिकल पिक्चर है? It is a picture of epidemic typhus. ठीक है? तो मैंने बताया ना सारी रिकेट्सिया डिजीज में क्या होता है? रिकेट्सिया डिजीज में क्या होता है? फीवर, रैश, लिम्फेडेमाइटिस, ओके, और ये सारी चीजें हैं, लेकिन एब्सेंट कहाँ से है? पाम्स एंड सोल्स से और सारी बॉडी पे है. उसके अलावा इससे पकड़ना है लाइस या लाउस से, which arthropod is involved. तो arthropod क्या होगा? लाउस. लाउस एक ही में है. लाउस में टिक माइट. का आंसर इज रिकेट्सिया प्रेवज़की. अब तुम बता दो अकारी किसका फॉसिल एजेंट है? रिकेट्सिया फॉक्स. और टाइफी endemic typhus. It was a endemic typhus. Then this question which is coming again and again, this time again have come, a chronic localized lesion on the skin on the lower legs and feet having a cauliflower-like lesion and this appearance, that is proper penny appearance. We are talking about a disease that is termed as chromoblastomycosis, and chromoblastomycosis happens to be in the wood pick workers. Okay, wood pick workers में होती है ये वाली डिजीज chromoblastomycosis. और इसके अंदर कुछ बॉडीज मिलती हैं जिसका नाम क्या है? मेडुलर बॉडीज और स्क्लेरोटिक बॉडीज. उनकी शेप कैसी होती है? कॉपर पेनी जैसी. ठीक है, वो हैव अ शेप होगा कॉपर पेनी. फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन. तो अभी हमने कहा था कि दिस पर्टिकुलर chromoblastomycosis was coming up in which type of mycosis? It was a subcutaneous mycosis. ठीक है, it was a subcutaneous mycosis. तो later on we would have studied this. तो mycelioma में भी क्वेश्चन आ गया और इसमें भी क्वेश्चन आ गया in this. So answer to this question is obviously what? Chromoblastomycosis, which actually they are termed as what? These bodies which are seen, medullary bodies or sclerotic bodies, and they are having which shape? Copper penny. ठीक है. Now this, a diabetic patient presents with lung infection. Diabetic patient. The colonies of the isolated organism are like calcium. They are black with microscopic features of non-septate hyphae, and obtuse branching. So I don't think this was the question exactly. If it is related to diabetic or COVID, okay, and it is being written of non-septate hyphae and obtuse branching, we are talking about what? We are talking about mucormycosis. Okay, mucormycosis, and what is the drug of choice of mucormycosis? LAM, liposomal amphotericin B. So non-septate hyphae with obtuse branching or right-angle branching is a typical feature of mucor. Okay, so mucormycosis might be the answer. I don't know what all this is, but you remember this mucormycosis, that is LAM. Other than that, there was a question regarding the Bruggia malaria. Have you heard of Bruggia malaria? Bruggia malaria and Buchrelia bancrofti. These are the ones which has filariasis. दोनों के दोनों क्या करते हैं? Filariasis. तो इनके बीच में पूछा था डिफरेंशिएशन कैसे करते हैं. तो बेसिकली you look out the tail tip. ठीक है? This I have already told you in the videos. Tail tip के अंदर आपको देखना है और टर्मिनल 2 न्यूक्लियाई दिखते हैं किसमें? रुधिर मलाई में, which way the bankrupting है? रुधिर मलाई में दिखते हैं आपको टर्मिनल 2 न्यूक्लियाई, जबकि which way the bankrupting में कुछ नहीं दिखता. There is no nuclei. So this is also already covered by. If somebody, there was a question regarding acute hepatitis B also. And acute hepatitis B is what? If somebody is having which antibody? IgM anti-HBC. Okay, core के against क्या है? IgM. Along with that, there is a surface antigen positivity. HBs AG की positivity. This is a short sign of what? Acute hepatitis B. ठीक है? अगर किसी पेशेंट में सरफेस एंटीजन पॉजिटिव है, उसके साथ IgM पॉजिटिव है किसका? कोर का, तो दैट इज अ केस ऑफ व्हाट? एक्यूट हेपेटाइटिस बी. और इसके साथ अगर ये वाला एंटीजन भी पॉजिटिव है, दैट इज HBeAg, तो इसको बोलते हैं प्री कोर. इफ प्री कोर इज आल्सो पॉजिटिव, दैट मींस इट इज हाईली इन्फेक्टेड. ठीक है? मतलब ये वाला हेपेटाइटिस बी का पेशेंट इज इन एक्टिव रेट्रोकेटिंग फेज. So you can take a full version of this, we can reframe later. And there is a question regarding Penicillium margotri. And just now we have done it. Penicillium margotri किस तरह का फंगस है? Dimorphic fungus. It is which type of fungus? Dimorphic fungus. And later on we study that this is having a reddish color pigment. This is having a reddish color pigment, and this infection is common in whom? HIV positive individuals. Penicillium margotri infection is very common in whom? HIV positive individuals. Means if you are getting a hint of reddish color pigment and HIV positivity, then you can think for Penicillium margotri, which is a which type of fungus? Dimorphic. And what is dimorphic? Which are P's at 37 and which are more than 25. And this was asked regarding botulinum toxin mechanism of action. Yesterday we were done. It is anticholinergic at various junctions. It was anticholinergic at various junctions. This is what is the function of botulinum toxin. You can tell all other options, right? And regarding this also we discussed a PDM. PD meningitis में किस तरह का coagulum होता है? Coagulum. So that is there. And what happens to the cells? कौन से cells increase होते हैं हमको? Lymphocytes. जबकि पाइजेनिक में क्या increase होता है? Neutrophils. The lymphocytes are increased in this. And what about the sugar levels? Sugar levels they increase, but not so much as compared to the pyogenic one. And what about the protein levels? Protein levels they sufficiently increase in this as compared to the pyogenic meningitis. Okay, and this particular fluid can lead later on to tuberculum also, and tuberculum is also one of the most common cause of the ICSOL. Right? So these were the questions which were asked. You can tell it regarding the various options also which were there, and the exact question which were more in the exam. Right? So thank you so much.